and welcome to a brand new episode of InstaCast, your gateway to the stories behind the scenes. Today, we look at the sport of badminton, and we have all the stakeholders here. One of the most renowned coaches from India, Anup Sridhar, who is a former Olympian and an Arjuna awardee. And we have young Annanya Pravin, who is playing on the national and international circuit. And then we have Mr. Pavaskar, who is the parent of a 14-year-old aspiring kid on the block. So let's explore what all the three have to talk about their perspectives on the various aspects of the world of badminton. What do you achieve? What do you owe your success to? Is it sheer hard work, or you talented, or like even you post upon strict training schedules, or what was it?
I mean, the first thing for sure is I've been extremely fortunate in my life. I had parents, and of course my sister as well, who literally did everything in their power to ensure that I had the best of whatever was possible for me from a very young age. I think the other, unbelievable good fortune in my life was getting selected into the PPBA, the Prakash Padukone Academy. Badminton is a very, very expensive sport, and we come from a middle class background. It would be very, very difficult to impossible actually to pursue badminton had I not been selected in PPBA and had PPBA not been created. All of a sudden in '94 there was a situation where I get legends to coach me. I don't have to pay for any shuttles or coaching or courts or even equipment. They even arranged some amount of equipment for some of us. So that was a godsend for us. So certainly that. But between talent and hard work, I have been fairly talented, but easily it's come down. In my case, at least, my success has come down to hard work, and maybe even more than hard work, perseverance. Everything doesn't go right, right from the start. There are so many ups and downs, and sometimes we can end up focusing only on the downs, but so many ups and downs. So between talent and hard work, easily the answer is hard work and perhaps perseverance.
If not badminton, then what would you have been? If you not have been a badminton player or a coach?
So actually, I think I would have tried to find my way into some sport. Funnily enough, initially, especially those days, like every other kid in India, I wanted to play cricket. And my parents did take me to a cricket coach as well, around the same age in '93. And I did a bit of a trial class, and we asked the coach, we are trying to figure out between cricket and badminton. And I was told fairly clearly that maybe badminton is better. So yeah. I mean, I don't think I would have made it in maybe any other sport. But I was extremely interested, when I was younger, in law. Perhaps something in the legal field is what I would have ended up doing.
Coming back to you, and where how did you how did it, I mean, where did the idea come that I should put my kid into badminton?
Uh, when I was young, I was also a badminton, and in fact, my son was very hyperactive child when he was born, and he used to keep jumping here and there. So his pediatrician told us, just to channelize his energy, get him into any sport. So we started off with skating. He did extremely well in skating when he was, I guess, 4.5, 5, and got some medals. But that sport was not. We felt that that sport was not, so safe. Used to the infra was not so built. So then we thought, why not, shift him to badminton? And during that time, even I used to play sometimes, right? So he used to come along with me, and he started liking the sport. Slowly and slowly started picking up the racket, and then we shifted him to an academy, and then that is how the interest developed.
So, what is the craziest thing you've done to support your child's dream?
I think one of the thing is when he has his tournaments, managing my office work and align those things is something which has been challenging. But one of the craziest thing I would say, like we have shifted almost 4 homes, 4 to 5 homes in last 4 or 5 years, and for his better coaching. And finally, we are in good hands with Anup Sridhar. So we are very fortunate now.
I think more than that, for me, the craziest thing is to shift from a place like Goa.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, that would be hard for me also.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you need not quantify what. I mean, like, how much of monies have you spent on your kid so far? You have the prerogative of not answering this, maybe for others' sake as well. But um, what is the kind of monies you have spent more on coaching or on paying for his shuttles or paying for his equipment?
See, so when you look at the expenditure, when you look at the coaching expenditure, see that it's up to you which side you want to go, right? So coaching has been expensive. If you really want to go for a good coaching, definitely it's expensive. Even the shuttle cost, everything is becoming skyrocket. The shuttles have gone very expensive. So over and above, there are other expenses there, just like nutritionist, the strength and conditioning, physio, everything is there. But end of the day, what matters is the kind of passion your child is into, right? And you don't calculate those things. It's just a sheer passion. And as a parent, it is our duty to support the kid. So, yeah.
So, did your parents support you as you support your kid?
Uh, See, when I was in Goa, the thought process was not into just getting into sports. So again, it's a question wherein what kind of what at what level you want to push yourself. The priority was not only the sport; the priority was education and sport both together, right? And during our days, it was everything was government funded in Goa. Still, it is, right. There are intras, and you have limited coaching, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. That's enough, and then come back and study. So the routine was there. It was just for the fitness. Now the objective is different. Now the child is very passionate. He wants to go to the next level, and the entire support system works around it.
Correct. So, if we apply the same thing to your, for example, you were also passionate about playing badminton, and your parents could have shifted to Karnataka to
Yeah.
to live your dreams or something. So, do you? I mean, do you agree that there's a paradigm shift in terms of how parents think about the sport or about the education?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think there is a huge shift. In fact, now there are a lot of sources wherein the information is passed on. Earlier, people had limit. I don't think my dad would also know that there is a better academy outside Goa, right? There were hardly 1 or 2 academies. That's it. Now people know. You have your colleagues around who knows the sport very well. Probably, as the age goes, my son will have better information than what we had. So I think I think the information is much more now with social media and everything coming up, and people know which side you want to go. Even the education system has changed now. Earlier, we were very clear that you either go in maths, I mean, science or commerce or arts. Now we have got a lot of options.
Those days, no internet was there, so there's no
Absolutely.
online coaching of the stuff. Okay. Ananya, you've been, playing around for, I mean, traversing across the uh, country and abroad and also. So, what is the toughest thing that you face, um, you know, while playing? In a sense, you have to play, but then you have to plan your travel. You have to, see so many aspects. So, what would you, in your terms, what would be the most difficult thing to do?
I wouldn't term it as difficult, but it's all, I think it's a joint effort where you have to, work to get your visa and then plan your travel and work around that. Then there's getting adjusted to the courts and food and all of that. But I wouldn't term that as difficult. It's just something that, you experience and kind of learn to adjust to.
Okay, so what if the burden of that part would have been taken away from you? Like, you just need to concentrate on your in your game per se. You just go there and play badminton, nothing else. We'll take care of your visa, we'll take care of your travel, we'll take care of your stay, travel from the hotel to the stadium and all those stuff. Then do you think life would be much more easier on the court?
Probably because it gives us much more, mind space to focus on the game. But also I feel these are also some life skills which help us, develop in other aspects as well. So I'm happy that I get to or I've experienced it to learn more in life.
No, getting to a little more specific of that, probably you'd spend about a day and a half to get your visa and probably about half an hour to book your tickets and all the stuff. So that time could be utilized with your coach or on the court or something like that. Don't you feel so?
Yes, but I'm like at a crossroad here. I mean, yes, but I also like doing stuff by myself just to be independent and, self-reliant. So I'm guessing it's both ways.
Yeah.
So I do that in my free time. So just,
Correct. If I was a player and it was not, I wish you all the best, but I was thinking of, probably an alternate career of becoming a travel agent or something like that, planning travels. That's how I ended up in event management. Okay, so tell us about your routine. How does your day start and how does your day end, and what do you do in your free time and the schedule per se?
so it usually starts off with coming for training. I'm here for almost about 7 to 8 hours usually. So the major part of my day goes in this, and once I'm back home, I usually either I'm seeing some TV show or relaxing or trying to catch up on my studies. I'm doing a course at IIMB, so that's been pretty hectic, but I'm enjoying that. So that's where the rest of my day kind of goes.
So how do you balance both the things in terms of
I've always enjoyed studying, so it's not something that I'm forced to do. So somehow I do end up doing pretty okay there. But yeah, this is where my passion is, and this is what my main focus is, playing badminton. So this is the main part.
do you get any while on the court? May not be in matches or something, but while in practicing something about your studies or something about the teacher or something about the subject comes to your mind, or
Oh
you just
yeah.
totally focus?
No, it does come definitely. Um, I always try to tune it out, but there are days where I'm not, you know, completely here mentally. And since there are, different thoughts about, especially when I'm nearing my exams or something, all math formulas are coming into my head and stuff. But I do try tuning it out and, not getting it in while I'm playing. But yeah, sometimes it's tough.
And the other way around, when you're writing maths, something about your smash or
Oh,
something.
that's always there.
Okay. So, do you think that the talent is being neglected because of the cost of higher cost of training and traveling, etc.? In your mind, do you think it's really a rich man's sport? Would you regret your decision?